So next exercise is common for, which is the dumbbell row. I'm going to show you actually a different few ways to set this up, but kind of all the rules will generally apply, except for the first one. There's like one or two more setup pieces. So in the first one, typically we're going to do kind of like a full supported one. So we're going to have a knee down, we're going to have a hand down, okay? The most common fault here is actually having this two bunched up like this. So if you can see, I'm already rounded through here. I always use the cue of make yourself like a table. If your legs were wonky in the table, it wouldn't stand up fucking well. Arms straight up and down, knee to hip, straight up and down. This leg is the only one that could be wonky. So this one's just moved out the way for space. You're locked in place like so. Locks in place, very supported, and then you're able to perform your row. If you're very shrunk, you're just very, I'm struggling to hold this weight because I feel like I can move a lot like this already. Lock it in place, go from there. That's the first part. Most common piece after that, where you pull the dumbbell. There is not massive wrong pull it to your chest, but you're not working these lat muscles down the back of your body that you think you are. So if you're only pulling into the chest like this, you're not working your back muscles properly. Good bit of biceps, a wee bit of your back muscles, but you're not. What I want you to think about is rather than pulling to your chest like so, I want you to think about pulling your elbow towards your hip at the back, roughly around this area. And what you'll find as well is your elbow doesn't go as far past your body either. It will go more in line with your body, and that's all it needs because you can feel the pressure. So again, from here to here, from here to here. So the next one, outside of pulling it towards the back of your hip, what I want you to think about is now how to actually move your upper body, okay? So a lot of people use a bit of rotation. So what I mean by rotation is twisting like this with the body. So this, basically it's this arm here that's actually turning inwards like so, okay? We don't want that because you're actually now using the twist of your body to lift. It's not effective, okay? However, if you watch the difference here, I can let my right shoulder go through, up, let my right shoulder reach through, and up. My right arm can reach through. That's my shoulder blade coming across my body like so, okay? I can reach my arm forward. That is a really good stretch for your lats. It's a really good stretch for your upper back, engages more muscles, helps with mobility as well. So there is a difference between turning through the body versus reaching with the dumbbell. So we want to reach with the dumbbell like so, reach like so versus twisting with the dumbbell. Another common complaint I get is that often your left or your right side will feel weaker or stronger, okay? That's not a problem. It's actually very, very normal. You don't need to do anything different. You don't need to limit yourself on your stronger side to your weaker side. You just need to do this. Start with your weaker arm or your weaker leg or whatever exercise it is, okay? So if my right arm was my weakest, and I found it harder every time, I would start with this arm first, then I would go to my stronger arm on the second point. Because when I'm more fatigued, the stronger arm is more able to do the work, whereas the weaker arm needs the extra focus, attention, and energy. Here's one small tweak though to dumbbell rows that I actually like. So we've done the kneeling variation. There's also variations where you have yourself stood over the bench. I don't mind this too much, but I find this arm gets really fucking tired after a while. So what you're gonna do is prop the bench up. I usually do about 2 notches at least. And what you're gonna do is you look like you're gonna either cry into your shoulder or look like you're really fucked off the world and trying to ignore them. You'll see what I mean. So basically you're gonna put your forearm on here and rest your head here. This supports your upper body, so you don't have to worry about your back. This takes your arm a bit more out of it as well, so you're not locked in there. You're here. The move is exactly the same. I can have both my legs together if I want to, like so. I find it a little bit more difficult this way, so I like to switch my legs around, like so. I personally like my leg that is on the same side as working arm to be back. You can do variations where you line up the front leg instead. This is more stable. I just hate it. 1, because my toes are there. 2, because it feels like my legs are going to get in the way of the dumbbell.